Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Want to finish talking some NBA basketball. As I said before, man, I've been really impressed on what I done saw as far as the postseason go. It's been some real good NBA basketball played. Besides the fact most people still believe that it will eventually be either the Golden State Warriors or the Houston Rockets representing the West, or more than likely the Cleveland Cavaliers, because it looked like they're going to make short work of the Toronto Raptors. Still have been some impressive NBA basketball as far as the other teams go. And the Boston Celtics, what can I say? The Boston Celtics are overachieving. They have been, great in the playoffs because I didn't think they was going to get past Milwaukee. And they beat Milwaukee, and now they're up 2-0 versus the 76ers. As you guys know, at the beginning of the year, I picked the Boston Celtics to represent the Eastern Conference, in the finals versus the Golden State Warriors. But, Kyrie Irving got hurt, and then Gordon Hayward got hurt the very first game of the season. So I was like, this changes everything. But for Boston to be where they are now is amazing. Now, they kind of remind me of that 2004 Detroit Pistons team that came out of nowhere and won it all. And I know people love to give Larry Brown all the credit. Okay, that's fine. But that was a team that basically had just a bunch of solid players, really no superstars. Because Chauncey Billups wasn't a superstar. Chauncey Billups was to be honest with you, Chauncey Billups was a journeyman. He had been moved around a couple of times. He had been moved around a few times. Then they had Tayshaun Prince, Ben Wallace. They just was a team that, played solid basketball, and they were very good defensively. And they overwhelmed everybody in the playoffs that season, and then they overwhelmed the Lakers. Because keep in mind, nobody in their right mind thought that Detroit had a chance against the Lakers. When the Lakers went and signed Karl Malone and Gary Payton that year, which, by the way, as I said before, Stephen A. Smith was cheerleading his ass off. Didn't have no problem with Karl Malone and Gary Payton going to the Lakers, and I don't want to hear that shit about they was past their prime or whatever the case may be, but hey, they was in the starting lineup. People was like, oh, there ain't nobody beating the Lakers. And that's what I mean by, Stephen A. Smith is a hypocrite. When he tried to, basically criticize Kevin Durant for going to the Golden State Warriors, even though, as I said before, the Golden State Warriors had an opening. But yeah, nobody thought that Detroit Pistons team would win, and they ended up smashing the Lakers. People were saying, "Oh, Lakers gonna sweep Detroit," and go figure. The only person who picked and I'm serious, the only person that picked Detroit to beat the Lakers was Max Kellerman, and this is when he was he was the first host of that show. I forgot what they call it. The one Tony Reali host. I forgot what it's called. That come on ESPN. Max Kellerman was the first host, but Max Kellerman picked Detroit to win, and they ended up winning. I mean, they thrashed the Lakers. They damn near swept the Lakers if it wasn't for, if it wasn't for a shot by Kobe Bryant. That was like the only game that the Lakers won, but the Lakers damn near got swept. But Detroit thrashed them in like 5 games. So you look at this current Boston Celtics team, they just playing solid basketball. No real superstars. No real superstars. And then they got good coaching. Brad Stevens. And they're damn near doing the same thing now. Do I believe they're gonna do what that Detroit Pistons team did? No, I don't believe that. But I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying that's who they remind me of. Because that Detroit Pistons team, I think it was the 2004 Detroit Pistons team, they pulled off one of the biggest upsets in the history. And Boston, if somehow, some way they was to win this series versus the 76ers and then go on to beat either the Cleveland Cavaliers or the Raptors and go on to the finals and beat either the Warriors or the Houston Rockets, boy, once again, you would have one of the biggest upsets in history. Now, do I think that's going to happen? More than likely not. I think sooner or later that train is going to derail and come off the track and it's going to come to an end. But it is fun watching it as of right now. Now, I'm not a fan of the city of Boston itself, but as far as the team go, hey, it's all good. But yeah, we'll see. Once again, relax, Golden State Warrior fans. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just putting that out there. That's why we talk about these things on these type of videos. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying who they remind me of. I'm out.